Now look, as in those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Look, when you find something in life that's just an anomaly, it doesn't fit, it's not good, it's an evil, I don't like this, it's a blessing from God. God is all-powerful. Your dad loves you to bits. He's all-powerful and he loves you. Yes, he's trying to speak. He's not trying, he's succeeding. He's speaking to you. And you're going to, with all your mind and focus, purpose to understand what he's trying to teach you. You know, something happens, it's bad. It's a blessing, I tell you. Check it out most earnestly. How can this be a blessing to me? Why has he allowed this? You will find in it a great lesson. It's calling you, you see, by its anomaly, its misfit. It's standing out like a sore thumb. It's calling your attention not to be, oh, poor me, why did God allow this? It's, my goodness, what is this? What are you teaching me, Lord? Show me, show me. What is it? What opened my eyes? Why is this lesson being given to me by you, Father? You who are all-powerful and love me are blessing me and I don't yet see it. Reveal to me, Lord, show me. You see, a tiny irritation of yesterday, but I'm treated with contempt. Fancy treating Marshall with contempt. And I was loving the person, and they're not loving me. And they are. It's just that it's who they are. We make mistakes until we know better. It's not our fault that we don't know better. We're a child. We're children. Of course we don't know better yet. No, that's all right. It'll sort itself out. We're in the process of finding out. And I'm reacting badly precisely because I'm a child too. I'm not just of God, I'm a child of God. I'm not a mature adult yet, and I take offence instead of taking love. Take love, not offence. I'm preaching to myself now. Take love, Marshall, not offence at what others do around you. God has allowed them to do it to teach you something of great value. Check out what it is, man. Become a man, not just a child. I am come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Don't wince and dodge and avoid. Embrace the lesson with all your abilities and powers and concentration. Understand and be blessed accordingly. So, the ideal response is, oh well, this lady's not responding to me as I perhaps would prefer to be the case. Okay, that's understandable. She's where she is in her understanding of things. Let me appreciate the benefit of this experience, Lord. See, that's the sort of presence of mind I should have uppermost in such circumstances. In this case, when someone treats me, well, you can't say they're treating you with contempt, really, because that's not their purpose. She's doing what she thinks is for the best. She's going to teach Marshall, help bring him up to speed. Oh, if you knew how arrogant Marshall is, he's not going to receive this at all well. And instead of that reaction, Marshall, should have had this instant awareness. Oh, God's teaching me something here. What the reality of this situation is that I'm in here. Their view of me and their understanding of you and me. How they see the world. Ah, yes. I suppose so. Is there anything I can do about that? Could I correct the lady? I don't think she's going to have ears to hear. Have you, Marshall? Oh, I hope so, Lord. What are you teaching me for that? And what they're teaching you is not what their intention is what God is teaching you by allowing them to have this intention and this ignorance and this relating to you and this circumstance. And your eyes, Marshall, should be riveted on God. Ah, what you're teaching, Lord. And in this case, he was teaching me, I think, that this lady doesn't have a concept of love. She has a concept of service. Ah, yes, I suppose so. She doesn't really know love as you know love, Marshall. So that's not something to be annoyed about, but concerned. Concerned in the sense of being aware of what her needs are. Whether you can meet them or not, and I don't think I can, she doesn't have ears to hear. If I were to say, oh no, I don't do things out of service, it's not that sort of relationship, love is not like that. I mean, it would be hard to put it in a form that she won't take offence to. She'll think I'm treating her teaching superiority with contempt. She wouldn't want to be in an inferior role to me, as she would see it. And perhaps I'm seeing myself as superior because, as far as I can see, I have a little bit more enlightenment than she does. But if I could say in humility, which I can't, but I'll have a go, compared to the enlightenment of God, it's a pretty trivial difference. We're both children. We should love one another, not attempt all the time to rank it over each other, which is lording it over each other. We should love each other. Love is not rank, you see. dare I say it? No, I dare, because of my arrogance. I don't know, because of lack of humility. It's not that I relate to God as under God. My longing is to relate to him as someone who could benefit him, as a perfect friend, which is, as I understand it, an equal. That sounds an appalling lack of humility to have such a goal and such a presumption. But it is what love is. I have called you friends, not servants. Gosh, there's so much in that Jesus story, you know. I know it better than the guitar or, say, the Quran or whatever your scripture is. But you can find so much in your story. And yet I still want to warn, don't worship the story. Please don't worship the story. Treat it only as something that helps you love God. It's God that we love and are devoted to. Not the story, and not some rank that we have vis-a-vis other people, persons, life forms. I'm concerned about the ant or the mosquito. Because, or as myself, his needs are somehow my needs, and I'm not straightened till those needs be met. It's the Bodhisattva principle. The vow is faulty because there's no end to the new creation of life that God brings ever into being. And perhaps in a sense we do wait forever, but not outside of heaven, but from within heaven. We are part of his loving creation and the maturing of all life that he brings into being. And it's our joy, not just his joy, it's our oneness of joy together, that we are part of this. You see, we are a fellowship. We are part of his vast heavenly host of simply, utterly wonderful beings, like him, with him, his reason for living eternally, and ours. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.